Off the Wall was released for the Atari 2600 in 1989. At first glance, it looks like a complete ripoff of Breakout, but once you start playing it and peel back the onion a little bit, you'll realize it's a complete ripoff of Breakout. This was in 1989 too, deep into the lifespan of the 2600. We've already seen Breakout and Super Breakout releases on the console years earlier, not to mention various other ports. There are differences though. Aside from clearing the wall, you can also advance the stage by taking out the dragon in the background, who looks more like a caterpillar actually. There's also a bird that flies around between you and the wall, knocking the ball back in your direction. There are also power-ups that'll drop randomly for you to catch, including a magnet that'll draw the ball closer to you, a bomb that'll blow up a large chunk of the wall, or a larger staff to make it easier to line up with the ball, as your character carries a staff around to knock the ball back. The question mark icon is risky though, because it's essentially a mystery item. It could speed up the ball and make things more difficult, but on the other hand it could be an extra life too. So it's up to you if you want to risk it for the biscuit. So these power-ups do add some interesting elements to the game, but there's one change that should not have happened, and that was switching the controller from the paddle to the joystick. This is the kind of game the paddle was made for. I know the joystick is the most universal controller in the system, but this was 1989. The only people that are going to be buying brand new games on the 2600 are hardcore fans that all would have the paddle controller for sure. The joystick just doesn't have the natural feel for games like Breakout or Kaboom, where you need the precise, sensitive side-to-side movements. As a result, the game plays out way too clunky. There's also a lack of game options. There are 3 difficulty modes and an alternating 2-player mode, which really doesn't count in my book. You can take turns on your own by just waiting for a game over instead of after each time the player dies. It's the same difference, really. So in the end, there are interesting elements to Off the Wall, but the awkward control and the lack of originality bring it down.